This is about a murder of a gay teen, 14 years old, Giovanni Melton. Share the video everywhere you can. Please help me bring awareness. Hit the thumbs up. It is very important that we stop the killing. Fast version of his heart being me. But I'm gonna tell you something. His heart being me. Be me. This video is an update on Giovanni Melton. He was 14 years old. He was killed. He was born February 18, 2003. He was killed on November the 2nd, 2017 in Henderson, Nevada, USA. I want to get an update on his life and living and what the mother asked me to do. Okay, this is an update now. May the 4th, 2022, Las Vegas, Nevada. A man arrested for the murder of his son over his sexuality has been found guilty. Now, Wendell Melton was arrested in 2017 with the shooting death of his 14-year-old son, Giovanni Melton. A judge found Wendell guilty on all counts on Wednesday. According to the arrest report, Wendell claimed that Giovanni attacked him and the shooting was accidental. Giovanni's mother, Veronica Melton, said that her justice in the case would be that Wendell spending the rest of his life in prison. Jury will return to court tomorrow for a penalty phase in the court trial. Of course, that's not accurate because we're talking about a whole different date, which is it was a whole nother date, 8/17/2022, which the time has been changed once again, and I want to share the reference to that as well. What's still going on. Okay, this is the update, July the 1st. Good afternoon, everyone. Just received the news that the sentencing date for Wendell Melton was postponed and will not be on 7/6/2022. The DA assistant said that they would let me know when it will be because the probation and parole did not turn into their PSI reports to the judge yet, and it is needed for the sentencing day. I see 8/17/2022 at 8:30 a.m. for the new sentencing date on Clerk County Court.us. We will see if this is the new date. I can't count on it, as you see. So basically she's stating that she doesn't really know what's going to actually happen that goes on, but this was reported basically on July the 1st, 2022 by Giovanni Melton. To remind you, he's been killed since 2017 by allegedly, his father said allegedly that he killed his son because he'd rather have a dead son than a gay son. So allegedly that's what was stated, but of course the father is stating that that's not what actually happened. Allegedly he's stating that they got into a fight and the gun went off. Me, myself, I find it to be kind of strange for you to get into a fight with your father or your mother, or the case may be, and the gun goes off. To me, my personal opinion, if it's my father, my mother, my father, the one that's supposed to be my provider, why would you have a gun out? And if you did bring a gun, why would you bring it to try to shoot me? In my opinion. For me, that's just unacceptable. For him to just say, well, we end up in a tussle when it went off. So for it to go off means that you brought the gun there intentionally to do some harm, in my opinion. It doesn't state in reference to what I feel. It's just my opinion that if I'm bringing a gun somewhere, I'm planning on using it. Within the community, we all know if you're bringing it, if you're going to pull it out, you better use it. And we know that clearly in this state, he used it. Now allegedly he's stating that that's not the reason why he ended up killing him, but regardlessly of whether you did think about it or not thinking about it, that young man had a life before him. He was only 14 years old. He is now dead, and we can't do anything to bring him back. We can sing any song you want to sing, but at the end of the day, where is he? He needs to be here. I'm gonna give you more information in reference to this story. Here is more information. July the 2nd, 2022, Giovanni Melton. Sentencing update. My name is Veronica. I'm Giovanni's mother. Please support me on Giovanni's father's sentencing day of murdering my child because he was gay. Sentencing day is on 8/17/2022 at 8:30 a.m. at the Regional Justice Court with Judge Michelle Lee Levet. Office number 702-671-4372. That's fax number 702-671-4371. Law Clerk 702-671-4369. Email department at 12lc@clerkcountycourt.us. Again, that's email at department 12lc@clerkcountycourt.us. Location RJC Courtroom 14D, as in David, Regional Justice Center, 200 Lewis Avenue, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89155. Wendell Melton was found guilty of first-degree murder with the use of a deadly weapon. Second, child abuse, neglect, and endangerment or substantial bodily harm with the use of a deadly weapon. And the third, child abuse, neglect, or endangerment. If you would like to send the judge an email, please do so. Please ask for the maximum penalty so that Wendell will never walk out of prison ever again. I want him to stay in prison. My son will never return to his family, so Wendell should never go back to his. Giovanni was 14 years old when he was brutally shot and killed in the chest by Wendell's biological father. Your presence means the world to me. And then we have closure after 4 years and 9 months. This is what the mother stated. Veronica, plead for your help in reference to the citizen update. So all I can say is rest in peace, and the mother, you're in my prayers. But of course I found more information in reference to this. You know, like I said before, write the information down. I want you to share it, email the department. We have to let people know that you can't do this. When you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. Like I stated, that she needs your help and support. Remember, this is 4 years and 9 months. This is a young baby, 40 years old. A young baby had a life murdered. And I want to share more information with you in reference to this story. Okay, I'm going to put a link at the bottom of this page. Basically, go to Facebook for Giovanni Melton. Now, I'm going to read a little bit about in reference to the website and stuff that gives you a little bit about what's going on about Giovanni. My name is Veronica. I am keeping my son's memory alive on this Facebook. He was born at 2/18/2003 and met our Father in heaven on 11/2/2017. When my ex-husband, his biological father, shot and killed him because he could no longer accept my son being gay, allegedly. Wendell Melton only went to jail for 4 months. Then his DA, Stephen Wilson, allowed Wendell to go to house arrest, which is unfair because basically you can be on house arrest and basically watch TV and everything else, allegedly. His charges were first-degree murder, first-degree child abuse with substantial bodily harm. He paid less bail than the cost for his son's funeral and burial. Now, this is from his mother speaking, so alleged. To date, he has not paid a dime at the DA's office, has not enforced it. Wendell is out on house arrest until he has a murder trial. State of Nevada versus Wendell Melton. Case number C-18329-648-1 at the District Courthouse, 200 Lewis Avenue, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89101. We hope that the trial does not get postponed again. We have been waiting since 11/2/2017 for justice. The murder trial has been rescheduled again. Now it's supposed to be on 2/14/2022, which we basically know that is not accurate because basically she just stated that is now 8/17/2022. So it's been postponed once again at 8:30 a.m. He has been on house arrest for capital murder since 3/26/2018. My son was buried in gracious donations and help for many different people. And I want my son's memory alive to help the LGBTQ youth and the color-educated anti-violence against anti-bullying against LGBTQ youth of color. Giovanni was only 14 years old when he was murdered because his father was afraid of his sexuality identity. If this was not tragic enough, so allegedly that's what it stated. A parent from her son's friend lied and said she was the foster mother to the child to get media attention and stole money from the people for monetary gain. She was reported to the FBI. Giovanni was never a foster child, and I take great offense of people taking advantage of his tragedy for public attention. It is a shame that people will do anything that his tragedy hits. We would like to educate to teach tolerance against anti-violence towards the LGBTQ youth of color because they are the greatest risk of violence in the world after years. No child should suffer death or violence because of their color or their skin because of the LGBTQ. We're beginning stages of the nonprofit memory Giovanni. We want to help LGBTQ youth of color who suffer the violence of most disenfranchised together to help the youth. Now I'm gonna put the link and stuff down there so basically you can see the whole, a lot more things. She also leaves a poem and stuff like that. But I'm gonna leave the link so you can read it as well. And like I said before, the mother's trying to do the best she could do in reference to the murder of her child. And the father allegedly basically is doing house arrest, and the mother feels as though why she be basically able to basically live like a free life, and he murdered her son. Okay, I reported this story 4 years ago and also a year ago. A man shot and killed his 14-year-old son because he was gay. Las Vegas, Nevada, allegedly. And I did it 4 years ago. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link at the bottom of this page and also update it stating that alleged father killed Giovanni Melton, 14 years old, because he was gay. The mother wants your help, Las Vegas. And I'm coming with you a different update in reference to the story again because the trial. Here is the Facebook page. So here's the Facebook page, so you can go there and contact the mother directly and stuff like that. So this way we don't have no upsets. But also I'm going to put a link at the bottom of it so you can directly to her page. You can contact her because she's definitely there within the Giovanni's Foundation. Now Giovanni Melton Foundation, also at Giovanni Melton Foundation, we are a 501c3 nonprofit that's focused on anti-violence against anti-LGBTQ color and stuff like that. And I basically talked about that through educational mentorship, advocacy, and community outreach. And the thing about it is, it's very important that we stand behind people that basically have had loss. This was a young baby. He's only 14 years old. He was just enjoying his life and trying to just find out what's going on in this world the best way he can. And to be gunned down by your father, the biological father, because allegedly he stated that he'd rather have a dead son than a gay son. This is what we're doing now. And then we want to act like we want to go to heaven. So where do you think you actually should go? It's really sad that people feel as though they have the right to take somebody's life because you may believe something. Maybe you wasn't structured that way, but maybe somebody else was structured that way. You don't know what the reason why God sent us all down here, but who are you to judge? But you don't want to be judged. But then here it is, you want to commit murder and you want to walk around free like you didn't do anything. It's really sad that we live in a world that has seemed to close their eyes to doing mean things to people and want monetary value. Here it is, she basically had a woman that basically put up a whole site trying to get money through her son's death. You know how tragical and horrific that is? And the mother's, my prayers, and the family in my prayers. I've talked to the mother, and I've been in very much communication. She's been very much communication with me. She actually contacted me when my mother died and stuff, and my father in September. So she also sent me a link in reference to support her on this whole type of thing as far as the sentencing update. She asked me to do it. And of course, as a friend, I try to do the best I can in reference to that. And like I said before, share the video if we can. I have more information with you. Like I said before, share. Okay, the sentencing date has changed once again. This says sentencing day is 8/17/2022 at 8:30 a.m. at Regional Justice Court with Judge Michelle Levette. Office 702-671-4372. Fax number 702. Basically email the department. I think it's email them at 12lc at clerkcountycourt.us and say give him the maximum sentence for this young baby being murdered by the father. So basically, she's looking for your help to just sign in, just to help, share the video every way you can and stuff, and be support behind a mother who's grieving her child. It is so horrific. It is so horrific. It is so horrific. I don't want to stand here too long and stuff because it's just a lot for me. And forgive me if I butchered anybody's name and stuff. But the mother have reached out for me a few times and stuff, and I've talked to her a few times, referring to her son. And she also contacted me through my mother's death. So, a griever, no a griever, and I understand that it is hard to try to find someone out here that really try to just get a little empathy and compassion that your child is not coming home. And I want you to all keep this in mind. Be careful. Be careful out here. Because here it is, in my opinion, a father is supposed to protect, provide, and love your child. Please keep in mind, we are all God's children. You're lent to these people. We're lent to these parents. These are your earth parent. God is your original parent. So my thing is this. When you sit back praying and asking God for forgiveness, just think of this one thing. When God asks you, what did you do with the gift I sent you? Because I have big dreams and big plans for you. What did you do for this gift I sent you? Because clearly you want to go to heaven. Clearly you want to go through the pearly gates. But my question to you is, what did you do with this gift? Will you stand in front of the man above and say, well, I committed first-degree murder with the use of a deadly weapon, child abuse, neglect, endangerment, substantial bodily harm, use a deadly weapon, child abuse, neglect, endangerment? Would that be your answer? So you basically, is in the court of law, this is what alleged what was basically you said in your sentence. Where do you expect to go? You were sent a gift that was not yours. You was not allowed to play God. That was a gift given to you. So why should you be able to just sit in house arrest when it's not fair? The mother basically wants she wants you to do your full term, allegedly, in jail. Not in a house arrest, watching TV, movies, and enjoying your life. Allegedly, this is what allegedly I'm assuming that's what's happening with him. He's basically having house arrest, and house arrest could be basically watching TV, enjoying this Jerry Springer, or even watching YouTube. Who knows? Anyway, I want you to share this video. Share the video everywhere you can. The mother, you're in my prayers. I'm sure I'll be hearing from you. You already sent me the information in reference to this. She's been in contact with me from, like I said before, from my mother dying in September. So I've been in contact with her, and basically I'm trying to do the best I can. And you know, within me, myself, I'm dealing with a lot of mental issues and stuff as well. But I would get out of my bed and dealing with a lot of mental stuff myself to try to help someone else that's going through it. No one knows what it's like to mourn a death. And if you want to see what it's like, I'm going to tell you this. If you're in a relationship and you're looking at their clothes, look at their clothes that are no longer there. It is the most horrific thing. It is nothing like the stain of a spirit that lays on your heart, even though you feel like there's so much alive. But in reality, they have transitioned. Like I said before, comment below that you've heard this video. Please share the video. Please, if you have any compassion in your heart, any love in your heart, share this video. Email the Department of 12LC at Clerk County Court and say you want the maximum sentence for this guy. 8/17/22. They have been rescheduling. The reset, remind, this is from 2017. We're at 8/17/22, and we're still going through this. 4 years and 9 months. The mother needs closure. Please don't close your eyes to this. Like I said before, please share the video wherever you can. And like I said before, like and share the video everywhere you can. The mother and the family, you are in my prayers. And rest in peace, my little brother. Rest in peace, Giovanni Melton. Rest in peace. At the bottom, I'm going to put the Facebook link so you can go straight to her page and talk to the mother. I also can put the videos that I've done before in reference to this case, in reference to this baby being murdered. Also, at the top, there's the Instagram button. You follow me, I follow you back. Please donate to Giovanni Melton. But basically, I'm going to put the link, go straight to Facebook. You can contact the mother directly. Have a blessed and safe day. Like I said before, share the video if you can. And contact what I asked you to contact. The county clerk at email department at 12LC at clerkcountycourt.us. Please, the mother's asking for your help. Let's not let her down. This is our baby. It's not fair. Share the video if we can.